Hey everybody, since this video got 10 likes, I'll be showing you guys how to moonwalk by butterfly clicking. So you can go from this to this. And I'll be teaching you how to moonwalk with low CPS. So stick around to the end. This first thing that you might want, it's optional, but it's mostly by preference, is a double clicking mouse. A double clicking mouse is a mouse that can click twice when you lightly tap on the mouse button once. Therefore, it'll be registering 2 clicks rather than 1. If you want to buy a double clicking mouse, you can either search up one on the web, or you can go to Intel Edits because he has some videos on that too. If you want to test if your mouse can double click, try lightly tapping on the mouse button. And if it places 2 blocks, then it's probably double clicking. The second step after getting a double clicking mouse, or if you prefer to not have one, is timing. So timing is the most essential thing in this process. So the way the timing works is every time you place a block, you click. So instead of butterfly clicking or placing over and over and clicking the mouse button several times, you would instead do short clicks but not drag clicks, because we're learning how to do this with low CPS. So I would say do 2 double clicks, 1 double click, or use single clicks. Alright, so the second thing that you definitely want to know is spacing. So spacing, or timing, actually wait, my bad. But it's basically timing. So what you want to do is position your aim like Godbridge, but a little lower. So around the middle, but slanted a little. The next thing you want to do for aiming in a moonwalk is make sure that your mouse does not move up or down. If it moves a little up or a teensy bit down, it should be fine. But preferably you don't want your mouse to move around, because it might mess up your aim and then it'll cause you to fall off. The next thing you want to do is hold A and S or A and D depending on which side you're bridging from. So say you're facing the right or the left. And then once you figure that out, then you would basically, for every block you place, you would press A or D depending on which direction. So A would be for the opposite, which means you're facing D. And D would be for A and S if you're facing the right. So basically, for each side, it's the opposite of each other. The final and last step of low CPS moonwalking is syncing. So the last step, what you want to do is sync your key movement of strafing every time you place a block with the clicks that you make. So a tip that I would definitely use is making a pattern in your head. So basically, you want to make a pattern that tells you when you're supposed to have key movement change, and also when you're supposed to click your mouse button to place a block. So an example of a pattern is like 1, 2, 3, and the pattern would also have to be moderately fast to match the speed of like placing the blocks or whatever. And then basically I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and for every number that goes up, I would right click and I would click D or A depending on which side you're facing. So basically, once you're able to sync that key movement and the right click together, or whatever mouse button you use for placing a block, you would want to make sure that it's consistent and stable. So this is the reason that I would do a rhythm. And on top of that, it won't come right away, so there's just a little bit of practice involved. Practice is always going to help you improve. And without further ado, hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe.